and your commentary team for this fourth match of day one at the Mosconi Cup. Carl Boyce and Jim White.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, this is a big match. Chance for USA to get back on track, and Europe, well, the comeback has started. The baton has been passed to Jayson Shaw and Alex Kazakis. This is a tough one to call, Carl. If you had to make a bet, where's your money?
Oh, you've put me on the spot there, haven't you, pal? I'm going to edge Woodward and Bergman.
So he likes America to go too clear. They're good pals off the table, these two. And that usually translates into a good partnership. And they won the lag. Race to 5. Kicks off now. 2-1 the overall score in the Mosconi Cup here on day one. Not the best start. A dry break, one of the very few dry breaks we've seen.
Yeah, you see the 9-ball tracking towards that corner, so I'm just wondering if he can get the cue ball down for a 2-9 combo, which would be a healthy start.
No, this might work if it's hard enough. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. 2-9 to open their account here.
Yeah, this one will settle the nerves, won't it?
And that's how fast it can happen. The 2-9 combination, and just like that, Europe off the mark again. Trying to build on the momentum created from Josh Filler in the 5-0 match win over Billy Thorpe preceding this one. And that's a dream start for them.
Yeah, he's a confident young man, he's Filler, isn't he, Jim? Strutting around the table.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something, he doesn't mind the pressure, very evident. The crowd very much tried to play a role in that match, and Filler embraced it. Bergman and Woodward look on. And the dry break means that Europe will come to the table here in rack number 2. Alex Kazakis. You know, just to remind everyone, last year too, Europe won the first 2 matches. America took the last 3 on day one to take a 3-2 lead. Well, this year, America won the first 2. Europe looking to reply. And how about that? A carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, there you see it. Another dry break.
Yeah, tough, very tough out here though for the Americans. Off the 3. This is not the start the Team USA was looking for in this match. That's an understatement.
Yeah, as you said, Jim, it's a, you know, you've got a cluster of balls up the top there, so it's just kind of trying to figure out if there's an obvious path. Important match, this one, for Kazakis. For me, I just think he's never quite settled into the Mosconi atmosphere yet, so
I think if
it'd be nice if he can get a W
Extension.
here.
Extension, please.
You know what I mean?
But maybe you want to
7.
Yeah. Maybe it's better if you just hit the 3 ball.
Okay.
Just hit the
There's
3 ball.
some kind of big language barrier, isn't he, Jim? A Scotsman and a Greek guy. So he's tried to bump the 3 out, I believe.
Or yeah, mind you.
I can make it.
Yeah, but it falls down there. Play safe, mate.
So I don't know what's going on. There's a bit of confusion. Jayson wants him to play safe.
He went to the wrong side.
Yeah. I like the safe. You can see there's a big wall of balls there. So but he's played it poorly, very poorly. And where's this 3 going? It's not a combo, is it? It's set up close. Set up real close, Jim, isn't it?
That looks really close. And if they're touching, he may be able to force it in.
Yeah, you're right. At this level, even if it's not a dead combo, you can manipulate the turn of the object ball. So this is as good as wired, this. The only saving grace is he's queuing over the green 6 ball. But it was a poor shot. Should have definitely snookered him then.
Didn't really like the positional effort to the 3. Well, I thought that he could have maybe played that a little better. Oh, always easy to say after the fact. Well, there you go. A poor safety effort from Kazakis. And quick and jolly on the spot. Bergman and Woodward 1-1. Well, 2 out of 3 racks, or first two racks, we haven't seen anything go past halfway point. Combinations front and center. Yeah, for me, a very poor safety effort, and how glorious it would have been if he'd locked him up behind one of those colors as was intended.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit unlucky where the 3's gone, but it was such a poor cue ball, wasn't it? It should have definitely been behind them balls, and then kind of wouldn't have mattered. So it's a big mistake. And these kind of things, Jim, it's all about momentum, isn't it?
Well, certainly keeping the crowd well and truly into the match, that helps too. A very partisan crowd here, as you'd expect in Las Vegas.
Were you thinking the ball was over here?
No.
No.
It was there, huh?
That was the right shot, playing safe.
Yeah.
Because if we get
I just didn't play it. I played it fast. And I played fast. I didn't really focus on it.
Yeah.
I thought because all these balls.
Yeah, no change.
I like the fact they're talking it out, though.
Yeah, he just said there, didn't he? Felt like he played it a bit quick because he thought he couldn't fail. 9 ball was moving then, and he's made a ball.
Get out the way. Not you.
But he's no shot.
Where you like push? Can you push to a jump? Like where the shoot it into the 8?
Yeah, but
like
Jayson
that.
left-handed, he'll jump it. I can't push him. I'm
You don't let him
right-handed.
jump it
Huh?
or push down here.
I do like this new 9 ball, Jim.
I don't know.
Nicknamed it the Bumblebee. It's a bit like a
Justin, what
bumblebee,
about
doesn't
leaving
it?
here?
So of course
Come
he's
see half of
got
it?
the option of a push out. Not
no?
the easiest of
I think either
push outs.
push it to the 8 or push it
I
down
don't
there.
like the 8. Jason's left-handed. He's got to shoot it.
Push it down there.
I can't really reach that.
You just
Just
heard
push down
Skyler
the
then. He
ball.
said Jason's
Yeah.
on the team. He's going to
I
shoot.
like that the best. Use your extension if
Extension.
Extension,
You
please.
want,
Thank you.
Yeah, an important shot
you want to push it here? or
at a
no?
very early
Or you
stage
like
here in the
it
3rd
down
rack.
corner?
you want. I like it
25.
down there because
Okay.
it ain't easy.
Okay, push.
Yeah, I mean, he can push down to this corner, can't he? Because if you look where the pink 4 and the purple 5 are, there's no bank shot. So
What do you
I
like?
like it's a good shot.
We could play the 2 ball up there and bring the white
Here.
ball here. Put the 2 there.
You wanted to do it or you?
You can play it if you want.
it's a dangerous shot, this, but he might not have many
Right,
options
yeah.
because, of course, these guys are so highly skilled with the short stick. So sometimes you can't get the object ball safe from the cue ball. So I think he's just trying to put both balls on the right-hand rail like this.
Shot. Shot, Alex.
Oh, he's got a good 2 ball there. The 3 ball's come into play, so that's took the jump out. So nice shot there from Kazakis.
So, Carl, you've played in the Mosconi Cup on numerous occasions. Let me ask you a question.
Take one
In the
round.
doubles matches like this, can there be too much chatter between players?
I think it's down to the individual in the sense of I always like to have a little chat. I think if the shot's obvious, then obviously we know what to play. But in that instance, sometimes it's nice to say, hey, Jim, what would you like me to play here? And just have a discussion. And then that was a good effort there from Bergman. Found a good path there. A little bit unlucky.
I just wonder about a player being taken out of his rhythm. And
yeah, I mean, let's say, for instance, Jayson and Filler, when they play their doubles match, you wouldn't have thought there's going to be many conversations there. So it's, I think Alex likes to have that little chat and a bit of reassurance.
The shot from Shaw there. Every chance once again for
Try
Europe.
and hit it in a way where you're going to come back out a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so the pink 4 ball looks like it does go in the middle, even though it looks close. So just get the cue ball down table. That tells you it does. Wants it off the rail though.
He's a great shot maker, is Jayson Shaw, nicknamed Eagle Eye.
Took a little rattle in, did it? So it's probably a bit tighter than we first thought. And this one needs a bit of attention. Looks easy, but
Draw across.
this brand new rat on table and the new balls, everything's very slick and very responsive.
Shot.
Yeah, that's fine. Good shot.
And play the 8 down there, Alex.
He's going to draw top side of the 8 and play the 8. Or down to the pocket. He's going to leave him the angle. He's just telling him how he's going to play his shot. So he's telling Alex where he wants him to play the 8. I guess the secret to double success is two minds thinking and working as one. And
it's not an ideal position, this. I'm not saying he's, you know, he's the position, because where the 9 ball is. See what I mean? He was scared of overdrawing it because of the corner, so it weren't really an ideal position to be in. So now he's left his partner a little tester. I'm just going to keep an eye on where this 9 ball goes. Does it go in the heart of the pocket, or does it kind of fall over the line and go in? Well, big moments here.
Extension, Ken.
yeah, and
Come on, pal, stay down.
we have seen misses from Kazakis in the past, most notably back in London.
Yeah, you could hear Jayson. Stay down, pal, he says. Rule number 1.
Struck well. Stayed still, and it never looked out. 2-1. Europe just in front. Still all to play for here. But a confidence-boosting shot. That one for Alex Kazakis. And the American pair,
I just wanted to play.
not quite as conversive as our team Europe, but I mean, it's all down to Jayson Shaw, really, isn't it? It's kind of a one-way conversation. One person's doing the talking, the other one the listening.
Yeah, Kazakis just nodding.
I wouldn't like that for me, but it's okay. We got this.
That's what I mean. It's different, you know what I mean? We'll play different games. You want to probably be a little bit closer, a little bit angle, you know what I mean? I don't care, just give me a shot.
I just don't care, he says, just give me a shot and I'll knock it in.
Who's breaks it?
But it is, I mean, in stark contrast, you look at the two Americans, they haven't said a word to each other. Apart from that one instance at the table. And Skyler told him where he was going to roll to. Different personalities.
Yeah, and let's not forget, coming right up after this match is the Bergman Shaw singles match we've all been waiting for. So Is the one ball going to vanish? It's not the 8 in, so he's made a ball.
Yeah, that's where the happy stories kind of end. Now, looks like the short cue is going to be coming out. Never easy, but with the one right over the pocket, there's nowhere to push.
You got 40 seconds. Take your time.
Yeah, he needs a thin contact on this yellow one ball, but at this level.
But the position isn't guaranteed either, is it, Carl?
No, like you say, you think it's going to kind of come back towards the purple and the pink. So not only has he got to pot this, he just needs that little bit of luck. But rule number 1, make the ball, and he did. And he missed the other ball, so that's worked out pretty good. Now, how close is this 9 ball to the pocket?
Yeah, definitely worth another look. That was a great effort from Kazakis, and worth noting every one of these shots.
So we've got 6-9
Kazakis in good stead.
Extension. I can just plot this clean and leave it out, or do you want me to play it and move it away?
What do you think?
Whatever, it's up to you. You're going to play the 6 on it tonight.
Yeah.
Really
Play, what
like
do you
the
think?
players
Okay.
mic'd up where you can really hear what they're thinking. Now you see the 9 balls well out of the way.
Ball goes.
What do you think? Well, what do you think?
I think that
Well,
was...
I'm thinking what you think.
Well, I think that was a big moment last year. I think Marcus got it slightly wrong on day 1 where he put Kazakis and Kachi out together. I mean, your first Mosconi in. I think you should split the rookies up.
I agree. I mean, there's nothing like having experience in the Mosconi Cup.
Make you out.
Both of these players have it.
That lady was sporting some fancy socks in the background then, weren't she?
Oh, looking like a 6-9 combination here. And with it, a 3-1 lead. And that is confirmed. Team Europe fighting back just as we would have expected. And all the European fans that have made the trek here to Las Vegas, delighted with how this match is turning.
We got this. We got this.
That's not nice.
A sellout crowd, 1,800 strong, down here in the convention area at the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Resort, right on the strip, here in the City of Lights, the City of Entertainment. And it is delivering all week long.
I'll tell you what I have noticed, Jim. I've been in the arena watching all the matches. I always felt like when the Cup was in the USA, it was a little bit more toned down, not as rowdy as Europe. But this year, it's loud in here, it really is.
Yes, we harken back to the early days of the Mosconi Cup when, well, the likes of Dallas West, and Mark Wilson, Mike Massey, Kim Davenport, Jim Rempe, all these players playing a role in the early days of the Mosconi Cup. It was played at York Hall back then. They almost had to give free beer away to get people in.
Well, I'd have been there for sure.
Now you can't get a seat. Sells out months in advance.
That's a lovely camera, I must say.
Well, you got the one off the break. And I think there's enough of that two sticking out to be available for Bergman here. But a good break from Woodward.
Yeah, and when you see the split of the balls here, well, it must be tight, but he's up and down. I mean, yeah, it definitely goes. But these are the types of racks in the Mosconi Cup you have to clear the table here. And he's missed it.
A little up off the cue. He jumped up off the cue. That's always a sign of nerves for me.
Yeah, and let me tell you something, he's up next in the singles, so if they do go on to lose this, he's not going to go into that match with much confidence off that type of shot.
Yeah. All right.
Extension.
Can he see the potting angle? I think he can.
Quiet down over there, please. Thank you.
Such a good potter, though, is Jayson. Do you know, Jim, when I said it, I thought I'm going to jinx him here.
I think we should play to withstand. So it will be
So, couple of misses here.
Maybe not
Adds
getting
to
up.
the tension.
If you play to withstand, the two will be a little bit on the left, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there was a big opportunity, though. If Europe would have been able to take advantage of that miss from Bergman, you just know that his confidence would have been all over the shop.
Skyler's the best player in the world at them thin cuts for me. Very good. Always, they can always be a little bit tricky then.
Make it leave you down there.
It's fine.
So, Jim, this is a little tester after he's missed that 2 ball. This is not an easy one. And it's not easy to get on the pink 4 ball, is it? So it's a big shot. That was always going to be the problem, wasn't it?
Man, it didn't really get into that cue ball the way I thought he would.
Yeah, I think sometimes after you've missed a shot, you just want to pop the ball, don't you? So you kind of forget about the cue
Just
ball.
make the ball. Just make sure you make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'd be saying to my partner. Just make it.
Yeah,
Well,
just
usually,
make it.
usually an equation for success, isn't it?
I think he's scratched as he off the 9. It's close. It's close. And it's gone. Ball in hand.
Yeah, he left him a little too much to do. He tried to spin that one in and
Slide, yeah.
over distance. It was asking a little too much. Oh, had that cue ball stayed on the table, what a different story. Should be a formality this now for Europe.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy shot that Skyler was faced with. He had to load it up with loads of left and kind of hit the rail first on the ball.
Anywhere back though.
Here?
Yeah, it's fine.
Anywhere. Eagle eye. Didn't hit that too clean. That went off the jaw, so it should be fine though.
Anywhere here.
Yeah, I was going
Go
to
back a
say, he
little
doesn't
bit.
want to be too straight on this. Short side himself on the 9, so he's going to leave the longer 9. He's got a little angle to get over to the right side. Oh, he hit that one pretty nice.
Yeah, it was good teamwork though from Jayson. He took the pressure off the shot, didn't he? He was happy to take a kind of long, thin 9 ball, so but he cued it well.
Well, the long cue helps here too. How long is Jayson's cue?
It's about it's a team event, it's momentum, and like you say, if you're win this point now, it's 2-2, and it all builds up for this big singles match. There's a bit of needle in this match too. And it's a little bit different this year. The guys are sitting on a bench in the arena as where we've always sat front row in the crowd, so that adds a little bit of a different dimension. Kazakis to break. And he's made the 1 ball, but there's a long, thin 2 ball he's faced with. Red 3's on the left side of the table.
Yeah, good break, that one from Kazakis, and
Probably down past
thin cut on this too. A safety option to try and keep the cue ball behind cover, but yeah, this is open, and Jayson, he's a pretty attacking-minded player, so I'd be surprised if he didn't try to knock this in. May even take the cue ball down towards the 3. Oh, perfect. Couldn't have played that one much better. He's a little straighter than he would have liked, which means not going to be able to get the cue ball away from the cushion, but with the 4 right there, doesn't really need to.
Yeah, it was a good pot, and it was rewarded with a nice little nudge. And this looks like a real good chance for this 4th point of the day.
And like you say, it really builds
Jayson.
for a
take it in the box.
massive singles match at the end.
Flat in the corner.
No. I said.
Jayson, he didn't say extension, he said Jayson.
No extension. Was not called. Please reinstate it. Thank you.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
It's okay, don't worry, don't worry.
Bit of confusion going in here. Kazakis says Jayson, and the ref thinks he says extension. That's all that's going on. It's not a problem. Simple stop shot here. I think he was just asking him where he wanted the cue ball. I don't know if Kazakis is going to play a stop shot or pull it back. Yeah, stop shot's fine. It's good enough. A little bit more angle would have been ideal, but there's a bit there, so. Funny really, he uses a really long cue, Jayson, but he's quite close and compact still, isn't he?
Over here.
Just changes the balance point, doesn't it, on the cue? And he must feel more comfortable with it being back weighted when he plays.
There you see, it's as tall as himself, isn't it? Yeah, so he spins round off 2 rails, and that's perfect. So it's looking like 2-2.
That was the shot. Shaw knew it. And so did Kazakis. But it sets the stage for a massive singles match next. The pair from Europe do the deed. And 2-2 the score here in Las Vegas. Singles match to play next. You won't want to miss any of this Mosconi Cup action.